Shalom. I want to start giving all praise to Yahawah, Ba'asham Yahushai, Waharuka Kudash, double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching the scriptures, among other things, and salutation to Yakim across the earth doing his work in sincerity and truth. Shalom. So this video I want to go into basically, I think a lot of people already saw what's going on in Spain. They had all this, basically all this rain, all this flood. A lot of people drowned it, found their death. A lot of people being deleted, all by the hands of the Mosai. Mosai showing that, basically this is also a sign, showing us the end of this rulership of Esau, end of his eon, end of his interrupting rulership, it's coming to an end. These are all signs showing us that the end is near, and it's showing us the power of Yahweh Basham Yahushai. Mosai ain't playing, man. Mosai ain't playing. You can do nothing against the water, man. I saw many pictures, about cars being washed down the street, even in this article, you see how they be digging up cars and all that, a lot of people, a lot of dead bodies, so like 1900 people missing, so a lot of stuff going on, and this is just a glimpse of the things that are, basically being gonna be sent upon this planet, because it's gonna be horrible. The time when Yahawah is gonna come back, it's gonna be the same moment when the Third World War is gonna be in full effect, it's gonna be the same moment when, it's gonna be like never before. Jacob's trouble, the men of the Lord gonna be hunted on. We're already on the list, so yeah, a lot of stuff, a lot of people gonna be deleted. Nuclear fire, nuclear rockets, people slaying one each other. No 911 to find your protection. A lot of females gonna get their judgments also, man. So let me just jump in this article. So this is from AD News, which is a big news platform in Holland. And you can see, the mudslides, how the mud goes into the sea in the region of Valencia. She washes bodies back onto Valencia's beaches. Power of water so great that most are not wearing any clothes. So a lot of naked bodies basically being flushed upon the beach. On the beaches near the Spanish city of Valencia, emergency services are busy recovering human remains that are beginning to wash up after the storms of last week. According to the Spanish ABC, these are people who were swept away by the water. Identification is not easy because most of them are naked and therefore no longer have any papers with them. Yeah. The first bodies washed up on Thursday on the beach of Mareni Blue in Sueca, about 30 kilometers south of Valencia. Residents who were out for a walk saw the lifeless body of a woman lying in the surf. They informed the emergency services, who took the body away immediately and began a search for other remains in the area. And as you see, like the small caption here, woman rescued after being trapped next to dead sister-in-law's body car for 3 days. So a lot of people been locked in cars, and that's horrible, man. So imagine yourself, with your sister, and she's dead, and you're locked in that car, all that mudslide going on outside, the rain going on outside, with all this stormy weather. Basically your car, the whole street, everything turned it into a river, man. So of course people are afraid, man, especially if death is so close, if death is next to you. That will humble you. The search radius has now been expanded, with cadaver dogs, drones and helicopters being deployed to camp and comp an area from the mouth of the Turia River in Valencia to Browskill Beach in Culera, 50 kilometers south of the badly hit city. The badly hit city. The search is also being carried out in the Albufera Natural Park, a huge freshwater lake just off the Mediterranean Sea. Slakje. More bodies have been found, including on the beaches of Pinedo and El Saler, just south of Valencia. The authorities cannot yet say exactly how many there are. See that? Busy try to find some bodies, According to experts, everything uh, points to the bodies being swept away by the Turia and Juca rivers, which flow into the sea near these beaches. However, in the identification is still pending, as ocean currents can carry remains for many kilometers. The force of the water was so great that the most of them no longer have any clothes and therefore no papers with them, which makes identification very difficult, to say. And water got power. You got to imagine that, for example, you got a rock, water be pounding on that for a couple of years, and that rock is going to turn smaller and smaller. It's going to break up till little pieces of rock, stones. Eventually it's going to be sand. If you look at the beach, like the so-called this white sandy beach, that sand used to be rocks. So that's just a glimpse of the sea. I remember seeing video clips, about big ships, big cargo ships, you know, and you see waves bigger than the biggest buildings that you have seen in your life, and the ship is trying to get through that, man. Man, the ocean, that's no joke, man. That's no joke. The emergency service rely on reports from relatives of the disappearance of loved ones and on physical chara- characteristics such as tattoos, piercings, or scars. If there is a trace, the fingerprints of the remains are compared with those of the presumed victim. DNA identification will also take place. Genetic samples have been requested from all relatives to compare them with the remains found. And that's also a way for ESO to get your DNA of these people and, yeah, create weapons fit for them. Hey, ESO, man, he's a mad scientist. His thought goes deep, man. Like the book of Psalms said, in chapter 64. Matter of fact, let me jump to that real quick. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 64, verse 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thoughts of every one of them, and the heart is deep. So, Esau is next level, man. He's next level. Things like this he used to collect DNA, all kinds of information. Only 39 bodies have been identified so far, according to the most recent data from emergency services. Although a total of 162 autopsies have been performed. At least 230 people have died in the floods in Spain in the Valencia region. 1900 people are still listed as missing. So, this basically show you like there's more to come, man. Hey, the Most High in play, man. People think, it's a joke, but hey, like I said, I saw clips, big cargo ships. Hey, the sea is playing with that, man. And that really shows you the power of Yahawah Basham Yahushai, shows you the power of the Almighty, man. It's crazy, man. Remember that tsunami in Japan, that also shows you, man. The sea, when the Most High used the sea and the wind, it's no joke, man. It's no joke. So this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29, and verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder, with earthquake, and great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire. So the Most High just showing his power, man. Because that's nothing yet. Remember, in the days of Noah, that the whole earth was flooded, man. The whole earth, the whole planet was flooded, man. So this is nothing yet. You think this is so? You gotta imagine everybody being drunk, man, because that was the case in the days of Noah. 8 souls were saved. Noah and his wife, his sons and their wives, and a couple of animals. That the Mosai made clear to Noah that he had to take them on the ark. The whole world got drowned, man. A lot of animals, a lot of people. The Mosai just like, okay, y'all, game over, man. Just like that. And that also shows, how much mercy the Most High got this time, 144,000, the elect man, the 1/3, the unnumberable multitude, the 1/3 from America. So, yeah, man, it's already a lot. It's still, and it's not a lot, still a few of the people from the nation of Israel, so-called Negros, Latinos, and so-called Indianos, this is if you realize that there are billions of peoples, so there's still not much, but it's more mercy. Because in the days of Noah, there were only 8 souls, man. Everybody was punished, flushed away. So this is the book of Luke. Let me see. And this is the book of Luke, chapter 21 and verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, man's heart failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And also a lot of Edomites from Holland, they also got stuck in that weather, man. A lot of them got stuck in that weather and were, so afraid, and that's a beautiful thing. Because Spain is also, yeah, also for a lot of Edomites from the UK, from UK, from Holland, they love to go to Spain. They got places that they go, resorts that they go like every year, campings, they go there, and it's beautiful to see that, because this is the thing that the last couple of years, the Mosai is fucking these Edomites up on the places where they like to go for holidays, like France, Italy, with the hill and all that, so yeah, man, it's beautiful. In Italy also had a place that it was also flooded, so beautiful to see, man. So one side is very dry. They also said like the mayor from New York, also told the people that they should shower less, and because that's also they dealing with the drought like never before. That's beautiful to see those things, man. So let me see. Let me see. So this is the book of Psalms, chapter 148 and verse 8. Fire and hail, snow and vapor, stormy wind fulfilling his word. Yeah, man. He got his way to the storm and tempest, It's beautiful to see, man. People are suffering, shitting themselves, man. Beautiful. Beautiful. So, this is the book of Micah, chapter 1 and verse 3. Yahawah is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. So, he will not let the wicked go free, The Lord had his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. He rebuked the sea and maketh it dry, and dried up all the rivers. Bashan language and Carmel and the flower of Lebanon languished. The mountains quake at them, yeah, earthquakes, and the hills melt. Remember, like when the children of Israel were going against Moses, before Moses went up to Mount Sinai to basically receive the commandments from the Most High. People they were murmuring and they were like, yeah, why is Moses only allowed to talk with God and all that, so they were going against him. And then they wanted to talk, also with the Mosai. And what happened then? It started thundering. And when it started to thunder, then people started to shit themselves. And then they were like, no, no, then they were afraid. And that's funny, because when I was a little child, my mother used to tell me, like, when I was little, like 2 years or 3 years old, and every time when it used to thunder, I would say to my mother that God was angry, man. Little did I know. But yeah, man. He rebuked the sea and maketh it dry, and dried up all the rivers. Bashan language, and Carmel, and the flower of Lebanon language. The mountains quake at him, and the hills melt, and the earth is burnt as his presence, like the top of Mount Sinai. Yeah, the world and all that dwell therein. Who can stand before his indignation, and who can abide in the fierceness of his anger? His fury is poured out like fire, and rocks are thrown down by him. So yeah, man. And like I said, the Most High is just showing a glimpse, of things that are about to come, man. And a lot of people suffering, man. It's beautiful to see all these safe havens, all these places, this little paradise pieces that Esau got, It's beautiful to see how it's being destroyed, man. It's beautiful, man. So yeah, I'm gonna leave the video like that. Basically just want to go into this a little bit. And it was beautiful. Beautiful to see how the people are suffering, man. It's beautiful, man. Yeah, this is also a sign of the end. This also a sign is showing us that the coming of Yahawah is around the corner, man. So yeah, man, this is the time to wake up and get back to Yahweh Basham Yahawah, man. So yeah, with that, I want to give all praises to Yahawah, Basham Yahushai, Basham Karkadash, double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching us scriptures, among other things, and salutations to all your Akim across the earth for doing this work in sincerity and truth. And shalom to the sincere brothers and sisters who are at home watching the videos and try their best to please Yahawah, Basham Yahushai. So yeah, man, with that, I'm gonna say shalom.